Woodstock Community Unit School District 200 Board of Education. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Stand behind in the back of the room and I'll flag right here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Dr. Bidwell?
Here.
Dr. Ferris?
Present.
Mr. Gilmore?
Here.
Mr. Headley?
Here.
Mr. Homer?
Here.
Mr. Maselli?
Here.
Mr. Parisi?
Here. Okay, the first item on our agenda tonight is our consent agenda. Please take a look over the consent agenda. If there's any item that any board member wishes to have removed from the consent agenda, please indicate such. There is also an addendum for routine personnel matters on the desktop. Please take a look at those. And again, anyone who's supporting, let me know.
Move to waive the reading of and approve the consent agenda as printed in the board agenda, including the October 28, 2025 routine personnel addendum.
Thank you. Got a motion by Mr. Priest. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Headley. Roll call, please.
Mr. Parisi?
Yes.
Mr. Headley?
Yes.
Mr. Homer?
Yes.
Mr. Maselli?
Yes.
Dr. Ferris?
Yes.
Dr. Bidwell?
Yes.
Mr. Gilmore?
Yes. Okay, then next item on our agenda then is recognition.
All right, we're going to have Dr. Hart recognize us Dr. Leslie.
And we'll do that.
Well, first, yes, I ask the board to approve the recognition of our lovely staff.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Move to introduce the following resolution, whereas the Board of Education of Woodstock Community Unit School District 200 wishes to recognize the contributions of these individuals, and whereas District 200 has benefited as a result of these accomplishments, now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Education of Woodstock Community Unit School District 200 hereby bestows special recognition and a certificate of achievement on behalf of the citizens of the district.
Second.
Got a motion by Dr. Bidwell, seconded by Mr. Parisi. Roll call, please.
Dr. Bidwell?
Yes.
Mr. Parisi?
Yes.
Mr. Homer?
Yes.
Mr. Headley?
Yes.
Mr. Maselli?
Yes.
Dr. Ferris?
Yes.
Mr. Gilmore?
Yes.
Good evening. I'm Ryan Hart. I'm the principal at Westwood Elementary School. It's my big pleasure to recognize two of my amazing Westwood colleagues tonight, Lily Swanson and Kristen Farrell. We'll start with Mrs. Swanson. And with Ms. Swanson, I could go on about what all she does for our students. But hearing from a student and a parent whose child has been impacted by Ms. Swanson would be even better. So we'll start with our student. So first, here is Shelby.
I get to work with Miss Lily every week because she is in my class. My favorite thing about Miss Lily is that when you get help from her, she really helps you a lot. For example, one time I lost my lunch box, and she immediately said, "Okay, let's find it. First, let's check in some of the other bins." After she helped me, we did find it, which made me really happy. Also, one time in art class, I skipped a piece of the project I was supposed to do on, so Miss Lily saw that I accidentally skipped it, and she found it and helped me do it. So I really like having Miss Lily in my class and at Westwood. I hope she is in my class again in 3rd grade.
Very good. Very good job, Shelby. Now for for Nico's mom, Mrs. Perez.
Oh,
Hi, I wrote something because this is kind of nerve-wracking. So good evening, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. My name is Maria, and I am Nico's mom. Miss Lily is Nico's one-to-one associate, and I'm grateful to share a few words that she's being recognized tonight. From the very beginning, it was clear to me that Miss Lily simply has it, and by it, I mean the ability to connect with Nico in ways that go far beyond training or technique. Every day she shows patience, empathy, and respect, and she sees my son for who he is as a person. In education, we often talk about goals, data, and strategies. While those are important, what makes the greatest difference for a child is the relationship. The feeling of being understood, accepted, and supported. That is exactly what Miss Lily brings to Nico every day. As a parent, it gives me enormous comfort to know my child has someone by his side who not only supports his learning, but also honors who he is. Miss Lily's work, her heart, and her dedication have had a lasting impact on Nico and our entire family. I can think of no one more deserving of this recognition, and I am truly grateful for the chance to say thank you. Miss Lily. The care, patience, and understanding you bring every day remind all of us how meaningful the right support can be for a child. Thank you for being that person for Nico and for showing all of us what it means to have it. Thank you.
Thank you. And so next is Kristen Pearl, and I could go on about everything she does for our students, but also our staff. But hearing from a parent who has appreciated Mrs. Thurl over the years would be even better. So here is Skylar's mom, Dr. Leon.
Hi, my name is Dr. Leon. Like you said, my daughter is Skylar. We had the pleasure working with Ms. Thoreau since my daughter was in first grade. Over the last 5 years, she's helped shape my daughter into coming out of her shell and nurturing any needs that she has. But it's not just with my daughter. I've also seen interactions that she's had with other students in the school, and you can tell that Ms. Thoreau truly cares. She's not just here because it's a job. She's here because this is her passion. And unfortunately, Westwood is missing a good one when we retire. We wish you nothing but the best.
So on behalf of the Westwood Elementary community, thank you for the opportunity to recognize both of these colleagues. Thank you for their dedication exemplifies the very best in education. We're very fortunate to have them among us. So again, thank you for your time tonight.
And Lily Swanson. Great job, Lily. You guys get a for pictures with them, okay? Students, if you want, bring them up. Parents, you come up for pictures. Anybody want to take pictures? Please follow along. Congratulations. All right, just a couple minutes, we're going to restart the meeting. We'll go on to the next item of our business. This is time we need to take a break and let those who came primarily for the purposes of the recognition a chance to slip out. You're welcome to stay if you'd like to. We thank you for coming. We'll start in just a couple minutes. And thanks again for coming. Next item on our agenda is our communications. Communications are a time for community members and district employees to express the point of view on debated issues. There's a sign-up sheet for the public to identify their name, address, phone number, name of organization represented, if any, and a brief description of the topic to be addressed. Comments are generally limited to 3 minutes in accordance with Board Policy 2:230 and are otherwise governed by Board Policy 2:230. Are there any members of the public who have signed up? No. Are there any members of the public who did not sign up but still wish to address the board? Public comments at this time. Staff comments. Board comments. Crosstown Classic was, I think, pretty successful.
Very classic game. We did real well.
But yeah, lots of people there, lots of excitement. People enjoy the event every year. So it's great to get the whole community out for a night of football. So good event. So thanks to those who organized that. Any other board comments? All right, then we'll move on to our superintendent's report.
All right. Got fall weather outside and right into our Halloween soon, so our fall sports are heading towards the end. It's a sure sign of change of seasons for us. We have fall plays coming the next couple of weeks as well. Fall concerts. It's an exciting time for us and our students as we head from fall into the next season. Reminder our families that we celebrate Veterans Day on the observed holiday, so we're off school on Tuesday, November 1st, 2 weeks from today. I'll send a message out before that, so we're looking ahead. And then we got talk about last Friday, we had our 2 high school play each other in football, Woodstock D200. In both schools and athletic departments, much of our community take part in the Crosstown Classic. It's a huge fundraiser for our boosters. We have over 2,100 people buy tickets to the event. I think it's probably the most we've had in a long time. Total money raised will exceed $17,000 for each school for one night, which is an outstanding commitment from our school, our community, our parents, and our students, which is so exciting for us. It's always wonderful to see our community support our students and our schools in so many different ways. And we just want to thank everyone who came out and supported us and all the great boosters from both schools that helped make that happen.
Thank you. Next on our agenda is the monitor report, which tonight is the transportation update.
George, you can update us a little bit, Mike, see if we have questions.
Yeah, good evening, and we've got a quick little video here to share with you about some of the updates that have happened in our transportation system this past year.
Welcome to the D200 Transportation Update video. We're excited to share the latest developments in our transportation services. In this video, we will cover improved data quality and information, the implementation process, parent access features, and bus monitoring. Our implementation began with board approval in August 2024. The training started in November. We piloted the system during this past summer school and went fully live at the start of school in August. Transportation Director Mike Freeman and Route Supervisor Heather Weeks were instrumental in bringing this application online. Shannon Dams also provided ongoing support as we learned the new system. We are enhancing data quality and information through integration with PowerSchool, providing pertinent medical information to drivers, and integrating with the IEP system for students with special transportation needs. Advanced route planning and light geotab integrations are also key components of the improvements in data quality. Our new system offers real-time bus information, allowing us to track buses during their routes. This provides an overview of all active buses on the map. You can also view bus-specific information in real time, including the nearest address, heading, speed, and exact time of data collection. The system allows us to track detailed bus activity, including timestamps for various events and the bus's speed at each point of its journey. Scheduled maintenance can be tracked efficiently with clear statuses, maintenance types, and due dates, helping us keep our fleet in optimal condition. We can also monitor bus service needs, identifying any faults or warnings. This ensures timely maintenance and addresses potential issues proactively. The MyRide K-12 Parent app provides parents with detailed student bus information, including schedules, schools, and pickup drop-off locations and time. Parents can also follow their child's bus on the route in real time, see estimated pickup and drop-off times directly on the map. Thank you for watching this D200 transportation update video. We hope this information was helpful.
So it's a process for us to go through to take the old system and transfer it into the new system. I will tell you that even when we went online, it wasn't without some glitches in the beginning, with some of the bus tracking and stuff. And Mike worked really closely with the GPS company and the other people to really kind of get them to be able to bring that online, bring it to the point where we're at right now. It's like any GPS system that you use, especially if you ever track your phone and you track, like I share stuff with my children sometimes when we're traveling and, they're in one spot and the next thing you know, like, oh, they're already over here because of where the GPS signal goes. So it's not perfectly following the line, but it's a pretty good representation of what's happening with that bus system I run as well. I think the other features that we're pointing out in the video, the ability for Mike and our mechanics and people to be able to know what's happening with our buses and know what's happening with the buses whenever if a bus breaks down. Our mechanics know what parts and things to bring out to the bus to be able to fix it because of the way things are connected together. And so that's pretty much what we've done. 2.5 minutes isn't really do justice to all the time, effort, and energy putting it together, but that's really in a nutshell what we have. If you have a question next year, we can try to answer.
When we got this, we're really excited about the opportunity for parents to have just a better view of where the bus is coming, when it's going to be there, all that kind of stuff. I think we're definitely well along the lines to that. Nothing perfect, right? And hiccups along the way, but I think in that case it's been successful.
Does anybody have any questions or comments regarding the bus?
Mike, are the parents using the system as,
Are the parents?
Yes, our parents.
Absolutely, yes. And one of the big changes was the communication for late routes and whatever that goes directly through the app now.
Yeah.
So some people are a little reluctant to download the app or for whatever reason, or they don't have their notifications turned on. So some of this last couple months has been getting them familiar with the app and getting them, have it work for them as a tool to get their kids to and from school.
And we have less concerns with parents in terms of kids missing, not getting on the right bus and that kind of thing, or is that a different way?
Absolutely. I think we've been much better overall. Obviously, like you mentioned previously, nothing's perfect, but I just receive much less complaints than I had in the past, so that's always beneficial.
Anybody else have any questions?
I heard parents really like it.
Yes, it's a fantastic tool. It alleviates a lot of the anxieties that parents have not knowing when their kids are going to be there or multiple kids trying to be in different locations. So I have a lot of good feedback.
We've done a presentation for you at the end of August. You might not have had quite that feedback, but Mike worked really hard to get it to get things much better. Parents really appreciate it.
Well, we're not going to use any angry emails this week. You got
That's the goal.
over the last few years. So that's an indication. I think it's better that, it's an indication that at least they're maybe you're just shifting it back to you guys to deal with it. But the reality is it doesn't seem like we're getting as many, what are you guys doing, what's going on, why can't you get this right? We're not getting that. We haven't had that for 2 or 3 years now. So I think there's been improvement and your hard work is really appreciated. And the innovation in doing this is very appreciated as well.
Thank you.
I've got a question, if I can ask. About the monitors.
Sure.
Is there a bus monitor on every bus or most buses?
Bus associate. We are bound to put a lot of our associates on the buses, depending on IEPs, whether it's individual education plan, kindergarten buses with a lot of smaller children who can't speak or are afraid to talk to an adult. I would be my goal to put an associate on every bus. It really comes down to people who apply and trying to find our priority and our need.
I've observed bus dismissals at Creekside now, and I really like the way they did that. And thank you for the parking lot too. On the opposite side, the parking lot looks beautiful without the potholes and everything. And but they're the bus dismissal there and at Deer to Dearson has really been good.
Takes some tweaks over here,
I've
but
observed it. Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go. Satisfied customer. Thank you for comments. All right, do you have any comments, any other comments or anything with respect to the buses? All right, well, thanks to both of you for coming in and talking to us tonight. All right, next item on our agenda, we have no unfinished business, so the next item would be new business. First item on new business is the approval of the 2024-2025 annual comprehensive financial report.
Alrighty, to present the annual comprehensive financial report results to you is Mr. Jeff Olson from Evans, Marshall and Peace. He's the partner in charge of our audit.
This one.
Hello? I've got 25 of these and they're all different. Good evening. Thanks for having me again this year. Let me just start by thanking Julie and her staff for all the help during the audit. Usually a report year size doesn't get done in October. Couldn't really do that without their help, so I really appreciate that. Again, this year there are two audit reports. One is the financial statements, the other is for the single audit. With the financial statement audit, you'll notice that the year's financial statements are consistent with last year's. There were no new accounting policies adopted, and application of existing policies was not changed. When reviewing the financial statements, again, be mindful of the district's information throughout the year, as well as the budget is on a cash basis. These financials are on a GAAP basis, although there are cash basis reported in that report. It's called budget basis. So if you see the title, it says budget basis, that's a cash basis reporting. It doesn't say that, it's a GAAP basis. We have issued a modified opinion on the financial statements for the fiscal year ended June 30, 2025. As such, the financial statements present fairly the financial position of the district in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles. The second report, the little smaller one, is covering the federal grant programs. It covers the separate audit that we have to do, given that your district spends over $750,000 of federal monies. Next year it comes to $1 million, but that probably doesn't affect you in any case. The district complied with the requirements governing these these federal grants, and there were no findings to be reported at this time. And in conclusion, the financial statements will be filed with the Illinois State Board of Ed, Federal Data Clearinghouse, and will be submitted to IASBO for application to their Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting program. With that, there are any questions?
Are there any questions regarding the comprehensive financial report or comments? All right, if there are no questions or comments, there is a suggested motion on page 109 of our materials.
Move to accept and place on file the annual comprehensive financial report for the 2024-2025 school year.
Second?
Motion by Mr. Headley, seconded by Dr. Bidwell. Roll call, please.
Mr. Headley?
Yes.
Dr. Bidwell?
Yes.
Mr. Parisi?
Yes.
Mr. Humble?
Yes.
Mr. Maselli?
Yes.
Dr. Ferris?
Yes.
Mr. Gilmore?
Yes. Thank you for your hard work.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming and talking to us tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, then the next item on our new business is the first quarter review of the 2025-2026 budget.
Okay, if I can just take a little bit more of your attention to talk about financials. This is actually a nice time to look at this. We'll look at the three major funds, and we can have a comparative or a trend across. So if we start out with Fund 10, the educational fund, you can see looking across the past couple of years, it's very, very similar, which is a good thing. Our property taxes are about halfway in, which is standard for this time of year. The only unusual thing in the revenue side is if you look down on the local, you'll see other revenues. It's a little bit higher than what we've seen in the past, and that accounts for a couple things. We had a gain on the sale of our building trades house of about $38,000. We had some E-rate funds come in. We've had some funds from the ROE and reimbursement for some of our summer camps. So that's for making up that amount. Looking down at the expenditures, we're 25% of the way through the year, so we're pretty much in line with where we should be at this point in time. Looking down, however, like at supplies and materials, for example, that typically runs a little bit higher because what happens in the beginning of the year, you've got teachers and everybody kind of, getting things ready for the school year, so that tends to be a little bit higher, but the rest is pretty much where it should be in that 25% range. Any questions on Fund 10? Okay, if you look at the next page, you'll see operations and maintenance. Same story from the revenue perspective. Our taxes are about halfway through. Otherwise, nothing really unusual in there. Looking down at the expenses, we're 25% of the way through the year, so our salaries and wages and our benefits are pretty much where they should be. The supplies and materials, again, are a little bit higher, and that, again, is because the custodians and the guys in operations and maintenance work like crazy at the beginning of the year to get everything going. So there's a little bit more spending going on there. The other thing is there's a little bit of capital outlay that you'll see that's a little bit higher than what we've had in the past, and that's because we put some air conditioning units in at the beginning of the year. We also had a fence that we put up at Dean and some concrete work that was done at Verted Years, and so that kind of takes care of that additional part. But otherwise, we are pretty much where we need to be at this point in time. Any questions on Fund 20, operations? Okay. Last one, transportation. Similar situation. The only thing that you're probably looking at is in the revenue side, if you look at the categoricals, we haven't seen anything in there as of September 30th. But no worries, we had that come in October, so we had about 971,000 come in. So it's still coming in, it's just a timing issue there. So revenues are pretty much where they should be. Salaries and expenses, same thing. If you look across the trend, it's about where it is this time of year. And again, these guys really don't ramp up until September, or late, I say mid-August, September, so it's not really 3 full months or 25%, but you'll see that jump up. Looking down the line, a little bit more supplies and materials, it's about 21%, but again, that's, repairs and, maintenance on the buses, tires, things like that, just to keep things moving. So, any questions on Fund 40? Any questions on the quarterly results overall? This was just
Are there any questions or comments regarding the first quarter review of the 2026 budget? Okay, well, there's no action necessary on this. So thank you for explaining where we are in the first quarter, and we'll look forward to good news in the second quarter. Thank you. That's all of our new business. Next item on our agenda is committee reports. Have any committees met? Do any committees have anything to report since our last meeting? All right. There are no committee reports. I would entertain a motion to adjourn. So moved.
Second.
Motion by Dr. Ferris, seconded by Dr. Bidwell. Roll call, please.
Dr. Ferris?
Yes.
Dr. Bidwell?
Yes.
Mr. Parisi?
Yes.
Mr. Maselli?
Yes.
Mr. Homo?
Yes.
Mr. Headley?
Yes.
Mr. Gilmore?
Yes.